Hi guys, happy Sunday. I know I'm a little early, but I have to come on while it's a little quiet in the house. I want to talk to you guys about recruiting, and I played around with this all day long, really for the last couple of days. As I sit and think about all the different ways that I've shared this opportunity, I want to do all I can to help you guys do this and be successful with it. This is something that I have a deep passion for, so I came up with 23 tips to help you guys with recruiting. Now, I'll start out by telling you guys the benefits of this so you can have a better understanding of this. Why? Okay, why is that in order for you to promote, you have to get people to join your team. In order for you to earn incentive trips, you have to get people to join your team. If you're trying to increase your income, you have to get people to join your team. So that is the reason why this conversation is going to be super important to you. I've heard a lot of people say, I'm just afraid. I don't know what to say. I don't do well at this. So I'm going to do all I can to help you guys feel more comfortable with sharing the opportunities, what I like to call it. Now, I'm going to tell you guys how it was presented to me. When I joined Scentsy, I didn't know anything about recruiting at all. Zero zip. I was selling like crazy. And somebody brought to my attention and asked me, where do I see myself in the future with Scentsy? And they said, do you want to be a director? I was like, what in the world's director? They said, well, in order for that to happen, you got to build a team. Well, how to do that? So ask for help, guys. When you're in a situation like that, somebody helped me. My upline said, get some people together and I will have a conversation so you can listen. So if you're right there and you just need a little help, ask somebody to help you with a conversation. And that's what happened with me. After I heard it one time, that was all I needed, was that one-time conversation. And from that point on, I ran with it because I understood it at that point. When I saw how simple it was, like, okay, let me change this conversation from buying to come on and join my team and do what I do. Okay. Let me tell you guys, in 90 days, I promoted to director, all because I started asking. I asked everybody. That was the first thing I did. That was in 2010 when I promoted to director. Now, my average sponsor or recruiting, I took a little poll here for myself. When I first started, I was averaging one person per month for like the first 5 years. I think 1 year I did 2. But for the first 5 years, I got like one person per month to join, which was huge for me. And I didn't really quite understand how to teach it, but that's what I was doing. But when people saw me doing it, they tried to do it. Now, I did promote to star director in 2011, which was like about 18 or 19 months after I joined Scentsy. So I was able to get 2 people to join my team per month then. Now, when it changed, I think it was like 5 years into Scentsy where my average started to change. It went from 1 to like 3. I started getting 3 people per month. And then the next year in 2016, like 5 per month. And then in 17, 6 per month. And in 18, 7 per month. And then in 19, I went down to 6 per month. And in 2020, 8 was the highest one I've done in 1 month average. Okay, and then in 2021, 7, and so far this year, 4. That's average. That's not the whole. I just took the whole 12 months and divided by 12. I took the whole total and divided by 12. Okay, so let's get busy, guys. Let's start talking about. Let's dig in and start talking about how we're gonna make this happen. Okay, I got to put my little glasses on because I took a lot of notes here. I can't even see it. Okay, number 1. How many times you ask people to join and they tell you that they don't have enough money? How many times did that ever happen? So what you want to do, or if they say, well, I want to do something, but I don't have money to do it. What you want to do at this point is try to offer them a solution. That's what this business is all about, guys. We're here to offer solutions. So if you see somebody out there on Facebook or even in person say, I want to do something, but I just don't have the money to do it, or make a purchase or something like that, offer them a solution. Say, by the way, I want to do all I can to help you because I saw that you said you wanted something, but you didn't have the money to do it. Okay. Number 2, If they love to travel, you know, how many times you out there on Facebook, you see people talking about they love to travel, they've been this place, that place. You know, talk about, you know, message them and say, you know what? I see that you love to travel. I love to travel too. But did you know that we as Scentsy consultants, we get to earn trips? These trips are free and they're top notch. Oh my goodness. And talk about the places that we've been. Even if you haven't gone before, share with them the places that Scentsy has been. Doesn't matter that you haven't been. Show them. Show them all the fabulous trips that Scentsy has laid out there, okay? Number 3, if they have kids, offer them the opportunity to grow with a business as a family and make money. You know, how many times you see people on Facebook sharing their kids and you want to go out there and pay them a compliment, say, oh my gosh, your kid is beautiful. I love her hair. I love all the things that you've done for her. Did you know, have you heard of Scentsy? Did you know that we have a situation where we can help you with your family and so you can be able to generate some income and bring your family to the business? I've done that many times. Everything that I'm telling you guys is what I've done. I'm not just bringing this out the air. This is what I've done. Okay. Now, if you find somebody that you meet, whether it's on social media or in person, if they are single people need write-offs. They need tax write-offs. Okay. If they got a job, they need a tax write-off. So what you want to say to them, you know what? Have you ever thought about a way for you to have a home-based business so you can use the tax benefits? We have several people who have done that. And these people who you want to talk to would be professional people, for example, doctors, lawyers, people with jobs making, you know, decent amount of money. You want to talk to them about that because they may not be so interested in the income part, but they may be interested in the tax benefit. We have several who have done just that. Okay, let's see what number that was. That was number 4. Or number 5, if they are married. Okay, what will you say to somebody who's married? You want to talk to them about a joint business venture. Wouldn't that be awesome? A joint business venture. They can come together and work this business together. They can do things together. They can work events together. They can travel together and things like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Number 6, if they have physical challenges. Now, we have team members with physical and emotional challenges. Okay, we have that. So how would you handle that if somebody come up to you with that challenge? Vision, hearing, don't drive. How would you handle that? Okay. What you want to do is inform them that we have ways of working our business from a smartphone. Okay. So if somebody's can't get out and drive, they don't have to go anywhere. They got a smart device. Most people have them, whether they drive or not. They have those smart devices. We have several team members who are visually impaired, hearing impairment. We have them, and let them know that we have place for them. Okay. Number 7, if they are experiencing difficult times, you know, sometimes people are going through stuff, grieving because they've had someone who they love, who they've lost, or if they're ill or somebody in their family been sick or something like that. You have to be very careful how you approach them. What number is that again? But what you want to do is send them a private message and let them know that you care. Ask them how they're doing. Just let them know that you're there for them if they need you. Because guess what's going to happen, guys? Always be kind and compassionate, okay? That's a perfect way to connect with people. I've gotten several people to join my team because I reached out to them. And these are people that I didn't ask them to join, but I just reached out to them to let them know that I care and I'm here if they need me. Because what's going to happen when you reach out to them and say something like that, they're going to go to your Facebook page and watch you. They're going to watch you. They're going to see what kind of person you are. So yeah, I get a lot of people to join my team that I did not ask, and a lot of them I didn't even know. Okay, number 8, if they are unemployed. Okay, how many times you heard people talk about, oh, I just lost my job. I feel terrible. I lost my job. Okay, you don't want to go out there and say, hey, I'm hiring over here. Scentsy got it going on. You don't want to take that approach at all. You want to reach out to them privately again and say, oh, I am so sorry. I heard that you lost your job. I saw that you posted that. I am so sorry. I just want you to know I'm praying for you. And guess what? When you start posting all the stuff about Join Special, when we had those Join Specials and they see that and you talk about all the different things that you're doing with Scentsy, that will get their attention. It's going to get their attention because you reached out to them and say, I'm sorry about what you're going through. You are kind of putting yourself on the radar by saying that. I'm trying to keep up with my numbers here. Number 9. Oh, how many times you go out there on Facebook and somebody may say something like, oh my goodness, I love fragrances. I love my house to smell good. I've gone to this store. I've gone to that store and I love fragrances. I don't want to be without it. Perfect person to reach out to, okay? So whenever I hear people saying stuff like that, even in person, I'll tell them, did you know I am a scent person just like you? And because I'm a scent person like you, I get paid for loving my fragrances, okay? I would love to show you how you can also get paid for loving fragrances. So you want to always make that comparison with you. I know that you like it and so do I. So when you're making that comparison, that's going to make them think, oh, let me at least listen to what she's saying, okay? That's number 9. Number 10, if they enjoy deals. If you see people posting that they love all the deals all the time, they just always, people who are couponing and people are always talking about standing in the line so they can get the best deals at the stores and all that stuff. So you want to reach out to them and tell them about all the fabulous things that you have got, how you taking advantage of all the cashback opportunities as a Scentsy consultant, because you love deals too. So you know what? We got that in common. You love deals. I love deals. So let me tell you how you can maximize getting some deals off stuff you already enjoy and that you're using anyway. Talking about that cashback. We're talking about the commissions as a Scentsy consultant. Okay. So number 11, if they are outgoing. How many of you guys have friends out there on Facebook and any other platform or even in person that you know they're super outgoing? They're always doing things, going places. They're the perfect person to reach out to and say, oh my goodness, I just love your personality. I love how you connect with people. And that's the same way I am. I love connecting with people. I love going places. So let me tell you about all the things that we've done over here with Scentsy that could totally help you with whatever it is that you want to do. And I know you'll be great at this because you connect with people just like I do. I know you'll be great at this. I just wanted to reach out to you to let you know I've been watching you. You be an amazing Scentsy consultant. Okay. I think that was number 11. I got these glasses on wrong. Oh, now I'm dropping them. Okay. That was number 11. Number 12. My glasses. I'm not used to them. If they have something in common with you, I've been talking about that common thing. People love to connect with people who they have something in common with. I use that a lot. Like if I see somebody in the military, I'm going to talk to them about my son. If I see somebody with dogs, I'm going to talk to them about their dogs. Let's have a dog conversation. If I see somebody wearing glasses and they look like mine, we're going to connect like that. If I see somebody with some braids like mine, we're going to make some connection because we're going to be comparing some things like, oh, who does your hair? Where'd you get those glasses from? I love those. What about your dog? What kind of dog is that you have? I love dogs. Okay. You see where I'm going, guys? People connect with people when you have those things to connect with. Okay. Number 13. If they have purchased a car or home, perfect time to congratulate them. Like, congratulations on your new purchase. I love your beautiful home. Congratulations on your new car. I love that car. And you can tell them at that point, you know what? This is what I did. When I bought my new car, I am so grateful to Scentsy because that Scentsy income helped me to take care of the car payment. That right there. Because you know they're going to have a new car payment. They're going to have new insurance and all the stuff. Perfect time to reach out to them to offer them a solution to help them take care of that new expense. You're offering a solution is what you're doing. Okay, number 14. If they have kids in college, OMG. I've got a daughter right now in college. So reach out to them and say, congratulations on your child who's in college. I am so proud of him or her. Always compliment them. Always tell them all the great things that you notice about them. And start talking about what you know about what they're going through. In my case, I've talked about all the expenses that my daughter has. All the expenses that I've had to we've incurred since she's been in school. So as I started doing the math, like, oh, what about you? Have you seen this and have you seen that? Did you know that? Oh my goodness, all these numbers keep adding up. So how are you handling this? Okay, something like that, and just kind of go in there. You don't want to just jab them. You want to dialogue with them. Don't just jab them and come at them like that, and like gangbangers. You want to have a solution to offer them. That's what this is all about. This whole thing is about having a solution. Okay, so, okay, number 15. If they need to raise money for special causes, I've seen so many of my Facebook friends do this. Like just recently, one of my friends was collecting stuffed animals to donate to the police department. And I told him about our buddies. I said, could I partner with you to get buddies over there? And perfect time to talk to them about joining, because each time somebody make a purchase for the buddies, that's money that they can keep. And also, they can also write that off. So if you see somebody who's trying to raise money for a cause, what a great way to ask them to join Scentsy so they can donate their commissions back to that cause. We've had many people to do that. So if you see people always looking for some way to give back, perfect person to reach out to. Okay, number 16. If they consistently shop with you, oh my goodness, that means as a customer I'm talking about, you got somebody that's always buying from you, that person is the perfect person to run that by. Because what you want to do, you want to help them do the math. You want to say, you know what, on this order, you just placed a $100 order. You could have made $20 off of that order if you were a consultant when you first start. Or you could say up to 25%, you would have made $25 off of that order. You want to do the math for them, okay, for the customer. Now, you can also offer to create a link for them. And creating a link for them, this is a way for them to accumulate those orders. And you can say, at this point, you've earned a way to start Scentsy at no cost. Plus, you get all of the commissions. Isn't that incredible? So if their order is $500, they would have made $100 off of that order. You turn around, you give them the PRV, they get the commissions, get a kit at no cost, win-win. Now, if they do not want to accept the offer, you can always ask for a referral. Ask them if they have a friend. Don't close that party without that new team member. Number 17, if your customers shop with you consistently, I just said that. Oh, where am I? Is that the same thing? That's pretty much the same thing. 16 and 17 is pretty much the same thing. Okay, number 18, social media. Let's talk about social media. Social media, you want to, of course, go live. You want to share your story. You want to share selfies with your products. Share things about your family. Celebrate others. Celebrate your victories, small and large. Be consistent. People join who they like and trust. Send private messages while wishing people happy birthday and happy anniversary. Offer a birthday or anniversary special if you can. If you're not in a situation where you can offer a discount, offer a link. That doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't cost them anything either. So these things that I'm talking about on social media, that will drive people to you. They will ask you, how can they join your team? They see that enough. They'll raise their hand like, how can I do what you do? I get this often, guys. Majority of the people who join my team are people that I did not ask. It's because you're setting them up to see you, to see the things that you do. Number 19, when you work at events and parties, pay attention, guys. Pay attention to what's being said. Listen closely. Notice the things that they're saying. Key things to listen to. When people say the word love, oh, I love that. Oh, that's my favorite scent. I absolutely love that. I can't live without that. I just got to have that. Pay attention to those things that people are saying. That is the perfect time for you to tell them about the benefits of being a consultant, to be their best customer. Perfect time to zoom in on that because they're giving you that feedback. Perfect time for you to say, perfect, this is perfect for you to become a consultant. Because this way you can get discounts, cash back on those things that you love anyway. So pay very close attention to what's being said, guys, in person, at a party, at events. Pay attention. Pay attention to those people who flock to the bars. That's a given. When people run to those bars, they pack their way, they run to the bars. You know they are obsessed with the Scentsy bars. Have that conversation with them every time. Right there, while they're there, what you want to say. You don't want to go up to them and say, oh, you need to join Scentsy because you run to the bars. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. What you want to say is, what's your favorite scent? Because I know you love the fragrances. And I tell them what my favorite scent is. I'll say, you know what? I love this scent. And what else do you love? Have that conversation with them and say, you know what? I see you have a deep passion. How long have you been buying Scentsy? They'll tell you. Do you have a Scentsy consultant? A lot of times they'll say, I used to, but not anymore. And you can say something like this at this point. Did you know that you can become that consultant that you lost and get the discounts when you make a purchase yourself? Guys, I do this all the time. And it's the way you do it. It's the way you approach them because you're making it be about them. You're going to tell them about the benefits for them. Not for you, but for them. Okay, branding. Number 20. Brand your car. On the back of my window, I have a Scentsy sign on the back of my car. So as I ride around a Scentsy mobile, people know that's me. They do. They see my number there and everything. I'm getting a new sign now for my new car and put a QR code up there so it can direct them to my VIP group. So branding is everything. Have your business cards, your wax samples, your QR code. Guys, the QR code is everything. So when you're out and about, have that QR code on your phone so you can direct people there to your VIP group. But I don't know how many times people will flag me down on my, getting my number off my car. And I'll say something to them like, you know what? I am so grateful that you contacted me. Did you know that you can become a consultant? And this way you don't have to run anybody down anymore. You can do it yourself and you can be your best customer. So anytime somebody reach out to you guys, perfect opportunity for you to extend the offer. Every time, ask them, especially people who are reaching out to you. Never allow somebody to reach out to you and you don't offer that opportunity, guys. You're doing it for them. Find a reason to bless somebody. Find a solution. Tell them about the solution as to how that's going to work for them. Number 21, how to approach people in a store or when you're traveling on the airplane, the bus, the train. Guys, you know what I like to do? I travel with my Scentsy buddy. Even in the grocery store, I take my Scentsy buddy. I put my Scentsy buddy in the grocery cart like a kid in the buggy, in the top part. When I'm on the plane, I take my Scentsy buddy. Because people ask about it. Like, what is that? And I usually take Mickey Mouse with me because people are familiar with Mickey Mouse. I remember flying on the plane one time going to New Mexico and this lady said, you got Mickey Mouse with you? What you doing, Mickey Mouse? Where's Minnie Mouse? So that's a conversation right there. So as people start talking to you, oh my goodness, you got them right then. You can have whatever conversation you want to have with them at that point. When I go to the grocery store, guys, I get in the longest line. You know why? Because I want to have somebody to talk to. So as I'm talking to people, I'm complimenting them. Start out like that. With people you don't know, start out with a compliment. You got them when you start out with a compliment. You can start finding a little bit about them. Make them feel comfortable talking to you because people don't necessarily want to talk to somebody that's a stranger that they don't know. You got to make them feel comfortable enough for them to want to talk to you. Have a smile on your face as you're talking to them so they'll know it's okay to talk to you. So as you're talking to them, ask them, you compliment them on their shoes, their hair, be genuine in your compliments. Don't say something crazy like, oh my goodness, and they got rollers in their hair. You want to say, oh, I love your hair, and they got rollers in their hair. Make sure your compliments are genuine. So I've gotten so many people to connect with me in grocery store lines, guys. And with the QR code, you direct them to your VIP group, and that's a perfect way for you to reach out and say, it was so great meeting you at the store. And I love that we had this conversation. I find that you are really into plants or whatever it is that you talked about when you're in the store, and they're going to follow you. And at some point, they may ask you to join because of the way you connected with them. You're building these relationships in and out of your house, okay? Number 22, parties. Guys, please keep open parties in your workstation all the time. Always keep open parties in your workstation. I keep multiple parties in my workstation because you want to have those catch-all orders when people are randomly coming to your website and they just choose a party. Keep those parties open. I keep like 2 or 3 at all times for myself. So when I reach $500, I'm looking for somebody to bless. So don't close a party without a new team member. Never close parties without a new team member, guys. Look and search for those people all the time. Keep you a kit list at all times so you can always have somebody to bless. Never close a party without a new team member, guys. Look for somebody to bless. Now, number 23, everyone is welcome to become a Scentsy consultant, guys. Always ask. Asking is the magical word. Ask everybody. Never assume. Never say something like, oh, I know they don't want to join because I know that they don't need the money. I know that they may not want to join because they look like they're busy. Never second guess people, guys. Always ask. Remember, if you never ask, the answer is always no. If you always ask, you may get several no's, but eventually you're going to get a yes. But if you don't ask, the answer is always no. Or if you don't ask, somebody else will. I don't know how many times people have joined Scentsy and they were my customer at some point and I didn't ask. And they joined somebody else. You can't get upset if that happens. You can't say, oh my goodness, I'm so upset with Mary. She joined somebody else's team and she been my customer for 10 years. You can't get upset if you never ask. So guys, just know that you are offering a solution to somebody's problem, whether it's financial, whether it's just the relationships here with us, or the incentive trips, or the tax perks. For whatever the reason is, guys, look to solve somebody's problem. And it's simple as that, guys. It's not hard at all. And all the things that you're looking at doing, it's going to come to you automatically because you're blessing people with this opportunity. And I hope these tips, guys, help. I hope it does. I know it will. And okay, guys, you all have a good one. And let's go out there and share all the love with everybody. All the love of Scentsy. Let's go out there and be excited. Keep it simple. I forgot to mention that, guys. Simplicity is everything. Keep it simple. When you overthink something, it doesn't happen. Even what you're sharing, you're excited. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, guys. Simplicity is duplicatable. If you overdo stuff, it's not duplicatable. You don't want to make this be hard. Keep it simple, guys. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.